Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and on the hill, Michael Wacha. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Nolan Arenado.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Swings through that one for strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt. This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. Cut on and lifted in the air. Canna squeezes it, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Matthew Liberatore. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan India. Fly ball down the line, Burleson. Sizing this one up. And there's one away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Tyrone Blanco.
Big-time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
Out to center. Scott on his way over. Corrals it. 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Salvador Perez.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
1-2.
And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two outs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Popped in the air. Left field. Burleson snags it, and that'll do it. We played an inning, no score. The battle for
Leading off
Missouri
for St.
rolls
Louis,
on.
the third
Second
baseman,
inning set to go. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Next offering is down low.
Full count.
Hard hit to third. And quickly one away in the second.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. One out, base is empty. That one fouled off. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
The designated hitter, Ivan Herrera.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Two down, nobody on. Liner to second, it picked on the hop, and they get the out. And down in order go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Kansas City, here's Mark Canha.
The left fielder, Mark Canha.
And a 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
So digging in, Michael Garcia. Just missed. And he walked him.
First base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The designated hitter.
Man at first with one gone. So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He's safe, and it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One down. Hunter Renfroe steps in for the Royals. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And a foul ball. Hit in the air, center field. Scott under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Freddie Fermin.
And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. Pasquantino, the runner at first with two gone. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. Two on now with two away. Dairon Blanco now at the plate.
Dairon Blanco.
On the ground, right side. Donovan tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. On to the third inning. Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. Looking to get the tying run on base. Hard hit left side. One up, one down.
Out. If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Yohel Pozo. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The 1-2. Struck him out looking. Redbirds down quietly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Jonathan India at the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Line drive. And no one can get there. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
One out. Runner at second. And next up for the Royals, Salvador Perez. That one ripped. And foul ball. With the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. And the runner stays where he is.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Here's the left fielder, Mark Canha. Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, third baseman, Mike.
So up next, Michael Garcia.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
And that is out of play. Two on, 2 outs. In the air, right side. Nootbaar moves under it, and that ends the inning. So they strand a pair. On to inning number 4. It's the Royals 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Lars Nootbaar. And a pitch. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Wynn having a lot more success on the road this season. The Redbirds yet to pick up a hit here. Late on that fastball.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
So 2 down now, and here is Brendan Donovan. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Out to short. Over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They still trail 1-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Phil Maton.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And the batter now, Vinny Pasquantino. Swings and misses. That's strike 2. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it and they bail you out.
Next offering is in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Sonny Gray getting loose out there. Leahy also getting ready. And a curve misses outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's to third. Arenado. To first. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Royals, the catcher,
Freddie Fermin steps in for the Royals. Next offering upstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Out there to center. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Nato comes in to take his cuts.
Arenado.
Swings and misses. 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. One and two here. That one just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Ripped on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. And they get Arenado for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here's Contreras now. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball two. And there's a ball.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Headed towards the corner. Renfroe on his horse. Pulls it in on the run. And there's two away.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Two down, nobody on. And that one is downstairs. 2-1. They're down to their final strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The Cards down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
The final 1-0. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.